Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So welcome to our class keyboarding skill with code TPK 10033. Okay, so my name is Siti Nazirah Aini binti Muhammad Shuhaimi. So you can call me Madam Nazirah. So I'm your lecturer for this class keyboarding skill. Okay, so for our first class, you will learn a new topic, which is topic 1, about the introductions to typing. Alright class, so this is our learning outcome that you have to achieve at the end of this topic. Okay, so at the end of this topic, you will be able 1.1 apply the typing technique. Okay, 1.1.1 practice the ergonomic principle, which is workstation, position at the keyboard, keystroking, and the last one is tension reducing exercise. Okay, so this is you have to achieve at the end of this topic. Okay, alright class, so we move to 1.1, the typing technique. So number 1, correct position at the keyboard enables you to type with greater speed and accuracy and with less fatigue. Okay, so you should have in a correct position on the keyboard. Okay, because it can help you to improve your speed typing and also to improve your accuracy. Okay, so the second one is typing for a long period. Right, so the first one is rest your eyes occasionally by looking from the screen. Okay, so when you do a long period, okay, ambil masa yang lama, masa menaip, so your eyes always become tired. Okay, you can rest your eyes by looking away from the screen. Alright, so the second one is change position. The third one is walk around. Okay, after you feel tired, okay, so you can around your table, around from your workstation. Okay, so the last one is stretch when muscle feel tired. Okay, so you should do stretching your body, your finger, okay, to reduce your tired. Okay, so number 3, making such movement and adjustment may help to prevent your body becoming too tired. Okay, so the second one is to prevent long-term bodily damage, which is carpal tunnel syndrome. Alright, so do you know what is carpal tunnel syndrome? Okay, class. So carpal tunnel syndrome happens on your hands, okay, pada bahagian pergelangan tangan. Okay, so carpal tunnel syndrome adalah kesakitan saraf yang berlaku pada tengah-tengah punya pergelangan tangan, di mana kamu menaip terlalu lama, so menyebabkan berlakunya kesakitan saraf. Okay, di mana permukaan bahagian pergelangan tangan kamu menyentuh pada permukaan yang keras ataupun kamu menaip yang terlalu lama lah. Okay, so it will affect to your pergelangan tangan. Okay, akan menyebabkan rasa sakit saraf. Okay, so this is the video from Dr. Amy. Okay, so how to reduce the carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay, this part. Right. So you can watch this video and you can also practice, okay, the exercise how to prevent the carpal tunnel syndrome.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Amy Bun with Arasti, and today I'll be teaching you how to do some exercises and stretches that will help you if you have carpal tunnel syndrome. Let's get started. So the first exercise I'll be teaching you guys is for mobility, and it's called the flexors release. And what you will need for this exercise is a table and a lacrosse ball. What you will be doing is that you'll be placing the lacrosse ball on the table and putting the underside of your forearm directly on the ball. You'll be scanning back and forth to see if there is any tender areas, And once you do find something that's tender, you want to apply constant pressure or do little micro circles until that area starts to dissipate in terms of intensity and pain. You don't want to do this exercise for more than 1 minute just to avoid any soreness or bruising that may occur. So for the second exercise, I'll be going over another mobility activity, and this is called the anterior pathway stretch. To start off with the exercise, you would need to rest your palm against the wall with your fingers pointing behind you. Once your palm is resting against the wall, you also need to make sure that your elbow is locked out so the whole entire arm is straight. Once you're there, you would need to take a couple of steps forward until you feel a nice and comfortable stretch along the length of your entire forearm. If you feel a stretch along your chest, that's okay too. If for some reason you're feeling numbness and tingling while doing the stretch, you have a couple of modifications. You can either step back a couple of steps just so that it will ease the tension along your arm. If that doesn't help, you can also try repositioning your arm. You can either move your arms a little bit higher or a little bit lower as necessary. If these modifications do not help the numbness and tingling, you need to discontinue the stretch. So for this last exercise I'll be going over, it's for strengthening purposes, and it's called the extensors activation. So for this exercise, you would need a resistance band, a chair, and a table. As you're sitting down on the chair, make sure that your forearm is resting against the top of the table. You would need to use the resistance band to secure it along the bottom of your foot and also wrap it around your fist. Now, in terms of the start and stop position, you need to position your wrist so that it is bent all the way down so that your fist is pointing towards your toes. That is your start and stop position. In order to strengthen up the top side of your forearm muscles, you would then proceed to pull your wrists up so that it's pointing towards the ceiling. Once you're there, hold it for 2 deep breaths in and out, and slowly control your fist back into the start position as if you were pointing down to your toes. For this exercise, we'll do 2 sets of 10. Thanks again for watching. I hope that those exercises and stretches were helpful. If you or a loved one is dealing with carpal tunnel syndrome and you need help with addressing your issues, please feel free to click down below to schedule an appointment. And if you'd like to see more great videos, feel free to click above. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down below. Thanks again and see you next time. Bye.
Alright class, so we move to 1.1.1, practice the ergonomic principle. Okay, so the ergonomic principle that we have is workstation, body at the keyboard, position at the keyboard. The third one is keystroking, and the fourth one is tension reducing exercise. Okay, so we see for the first one is workstation. Alright, so from this picture, workstation ergonomic. Okay, so this is the example, the workstation that you will have. Okay, the first one is chair. Position your chair so that your upper and lower leg form a greater than 90-degree angle. Okay, and your lower back is supported with your knees slightly lower than your hips. Okay, so meaning that your position on your chair. So you can adjust your chair, okay, you can adjust your chair with your upper and lower leg. Okay, so have to make sure 90 degrees angle, and your back must supported at the chair. So the second one is text. Position your text either on side of the monitor, as close to monitor vertically or horizontally as possible. So meaning that your chair, your text, you can put your text either secara menegak ataupun melintang. Okay, bersebelahan dengan monitor. Okay, so the third one. Okay, so number 3 is mouse. Position the mouse on a pad next to and at the same height as your keyboard. Okay, so you should put the position of mouse at the same side, at the same height of your keyboard. Okay, so number 4 is monitor. So type the top of the monitor slightly away from you, okay, and slightly further than an arm's length from you. Okay, so this is the examples, okay, the video about the workstation. Alright, so you can see for this video.
Here's your desk, your chair, monitor, keyboard, mouse, phone, A plant? Sure. Problem is, your desk isn't really built for you. It's for anyone. Spending 8 hours a day reaching, slouching, or craning can lead to pain. At least that's what John Sinkay from the Hospital for Special Surgery says.
I do say that every day.
So he's here to, well, he can tell you.
I'm here to show you how to set up your desk ergonomically so you can avoid pain later on in life. Step 1, adjust your chair. The average desk height is 29 to 30 inches tall. For some, this could be too tall or too short. That's where your chair comes in. The first thing you want to do is adjust the height. When you do, make sure your elbows are bent to 90 degrees. So if a person's feet are not touching the floor, this could become an issue. So we're going to give her a footstool. If you don't have access to a footrest, we recommend using a ream of paper. Step 2 is adjust your monitor. The tip is to have the monitor close enough, about arm's length, so you're able to read without having to strain your eyes or to bend forward and adjust your posture. So what you want to do is raise the monitor up till the top of the screen is eye level. If your monitor is not adjustable in height, use your reams of paper. Much better. If you work from 2 monitors, consider how you use them. If you have a primary monitor, you want that directly in front of you. If you use both monitors equally, you want them lined up so you are in the middle of the 2. For a laptop, you want to use a kickstand to raise the screen up to the proper height. Then you can attach an external keyboard and mouse to it. Step number 3 is to mind your mouse and your keyboard. Where your hands end up is where your keyboard should be. Your mouse should end up right next to your keyboard. You want to move from your elbow instead of your shoulder to prevent overuse or strain or pain. The key is not to reach for your tools. Step 4 is to position your phone. You want to put the phone on your non-writing side so you don't have to cradle it to your shoulder. This could eventually lead to neck pain. If you're on the phone a good portion of your day, you want to consider using a headset. That way your hands are free to write down anything or to type on the computer. Step 5, move. After 10-15 minutes, we all begin to slouch in our chairs. So here are some basic exercises you can do while sitting in your chair. The first exercise is a chin tuck. The second exercise is for your upper traps. You're going to do a basic stretch where you bend your head to one side and then gently pull for a little more oomph. The third exercise is called a scapular retraction. You basically are going to squeeze your shoulders back. The fourth exercise is for your lower back. This is what we call a pelvic tilt. The most important thing you want to do is get up out of your chair every hour. Get up and walk. Get something to eat. Get something to drink. Just get up.
John, are we done?
Yeah, we're good.
Great.